In this video, we will show you how to create signs using the foam cutting tools in SignCut Draw. We start by typing the text SignCut using the text tool in SignCut Draw and set the text height to 200 millimeters. To prepare the design for foam cutting, we need to move the graphics to the Production tab in SignCut Draw. This is where you prepare your designs for different types of output. The third button from the top on the left side is Foam Cutting Mode. When it is activated, the graphics will be placed on a sheet of foam. Here, you can set the size of the foam sheet, and there is also a list of preset sizes to choose from. The first thing we want to do is place the graphics on the foam block. If it doesn't fit, you can click the Rotate 90 degrees button and move the graphics to see if it will fit. When making foam signs, you almost always want to create a frame surrounding the graphics. This frame helps you mount the individual letters in the correct position by keeping everything together within the frame. The default frame distance is 20 millimeters, and to create the frame, you simply click the Apply button. The frame is created, and the graphics are repositioned to stay on the foam block. Before we can cut the sign, all paths need to be connected so that the hot wire can cut the sign in one single sweep. Start by clicking the Set Bridges tool. Move the cursor over the graphics to see where bridges can be placed to connect paths. Bridges will snap to 90-degree corners where possible. Connecting at a corner makes the cut smoother, since the wire can continue in the same direction without melting extra foam where the bridge connects to a path. You can also choose to add a guideline when placing a bridge. This allows you to align multiple bridges so that they are perfectly aligned. When all paths are connected, the graphics will turn black, indicating that no more bridges are needed. If you look closely, you will find a green ring somewhere in the graphics. This marks the starting point. To cut the sign, the starting point should be placed on the left side so that the hot wire can access it. Right-click where you want the machine to start cutting and select the Connect to Left Sheet Side option. This option allows you to see all movements the hot wire will make when entering and exiting the foam. You can view the red cut path with direction arrows if you activate the Set Bridges tool again. You can also let the program create the bridges automatically. To demonstrate this, we will use the same image again. A quick way to clear the Production tab is to hold the Shift key and click the Production tab. You'll see the tab change to a small X while holding Shift. When you release the key, it turns back into an arrow, indicating that clicking the tab will reload the image from the Design tab. We rotate the text again, place it on the foam sheet, and create a surrounding frame. If necessary, adjust the position so that all graphics fit within the foam. Activate the Set Bridges tool again and click Automatic. The bridges are created within a few seconds. For more complex graphics, this may take slightly longer. The automatic bridge placement prioritizes connections to sharp corners while keeping distances short. While the Set Bridges tool is active, you can click and drag the bridges to reposition them as needed. When ready, create a starting point on the left side. Now let's look at how to solve the problem of signs that don't fit on the foam. First, we empty the production area, then return to the Design tab to change the text size. We select the text with the Text tool and enter 300 millimeters as the new text height. Next, we click the Production tab again to prepare the text for foam cutting. When we rotate the text, we see that it doesn't fit on the foam in any direction. We undo the rotation and create a surrounding frame. To make the sign fit, we divide it into several parts by activating the Divide tool. When moving the cursor over the sign, a blue or green divide line appears. A green line means the sign can be divided without cutting any objects. A blue line means objects will be split into two pieces. If an object is divided, the parts simply need to be glued together when mounting the sign. You should also ensure that the divide line stays within the foam sheet so the parts can be cut. In this case, we can divide the block without touching the letters. Simply click to divide the sign. Once the sign is split into two parts, turn off the divide tool and move the projecting part onto the foam. As you can see, we need to divide the sign once more and move the final part onto the foam as well. Now that all parts are on the foam, we need to create bridges so the sign can be cut in one single sweep. Activate the Set Bridges tool, click Automatic, and the bridges are created. Finally, set a starting point by extending a point to the left side of the foam. When mounting the sign, simply place the three parts next to each other. The letters will align correctly. When the sign is ready for cutting, click the Sign Cut tool on the left to transfer the design to the cutting software. In Sign Cut, you can preview exactly how the sign will be cut before starting. Finally, we will show how to handle signs that are too large to fit on a single foam sheet. We start by creating a surrounding frame around the entire sign and then activate the Divide tool. We divide the sign so that the first part fits on the foam. Then we deactivate the Divide tool and move the remaining part above the first section. Since the second part is still too long, we divide it again. The remaining section does not fit on the foam, so we move it outside the sheet. The Set Bridges tool only works on objects placed on the foam, so we can automatically create bridges and set a starting point for the first two sections. Only the parts placed on the foam will be sent to Sign Cut, allowing us to cut these sections first. After cutting, we return to Sign Cut Draw to continue working with the rest of the sign. We move the completed parts away from the foam sheet, then divide the remaining section between the letters N and C, avoiding the letters themselves. We move the next section onto the foam and divide once more, placing the final part outside the sheet. We then create bridges for the parts on the foam, set a starting point, and transfer them to Sign Cut for cutting. Finally, we split the last two remaining letters, place them on the foam, and cut them in Sign Cut. Thank you for watching and enjoy your new foam cutting capabilities.